Hello, hello, hello.
What's up,
What's
my
going
brother?
on? I can't call it my brother. I can't call it like you and I are the only ones on time today.
Hey,
Look
man, you know
like
what?
we're the only ones on time.
Hey,
We keep,
I sound good. Do you hear me?
yeah, you kind of low.
Yeah, I know it. I don't know why I'm low. Hold on. I don't want to mess something up. Um,
No, I'm talking about your voice.
on my voice?
Yeah, your voice was low.
Yeah, I think
That's
is it
fine
high
right there.
now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's still kind of like you're away from it. Don't
Yeah,
worry
I don't
about
know.
it. You good.
Hey, I'm gonna go. Hey, I'm gonna put my headphone on. I love my. I'm just like when
Yeah,
it
see
tell me
what
that it's
see
getting
whether
low.
they work.
Yeah, the headphone is good. When it tell my phone tell me it's getting low, I'm just charging my phone up so it won't so it won't die on me.
Okay.
I'm still low. You still can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, then. All right, we'll just go with that, and then once it charge up more, I just put my headphone. I just start hollering. Hold on. Hold
You
on. Hold on.
straight with the picture.
I know it.
We
I
got
know.
some
Hold on.
late. We got
Let me
some
do
late
this.
people
Let me go to
today.
this. Hold on a minute. Can you hear me now?
Hello, Tia. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in.
There you go. There you go, Joe. Yeah, I think probably have to use this headphone. When it get
Oh
low,
yeah,
low,
you
I
sound
charge
way
it up.
better.
Yeah.
You sound better. You sound better.
That's good. That's good. I got I got people at my computer. They should be running up next week. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay. I just wanted to
we
make
good to
sure
go.
that Jamar Torre know that we representing in here because there ain't but one bad school in the whole Savannah, Georgia, and that's the Wolverines of Tompkins.
Hey, that's it. That's it.
Got the intern in here. She went to the beach, so she over here growling like a bulldog.
Hey, let her go ahead and let it out. Let it out.
Hey, she saw y'all do that, so she said that she was gonna wear all her beach stuff. And she gonna wear it on our show. Tell you what, you be here next week with your beach stuff. We're gonna be here next week with our Tompkins stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna be ready
That's
now.
right. Be here. Yeah. Yeah. Take my hat off. Y'all just remember what the deal is.
Yeah.
Woodville Tompkins, alumni. My mama went to this school.
So how you doing, bro?
Oh, everything is good. Everything is good. I see y'all had a great show over there on Run Tell That.
Yeah,
You and
yeah,
Jamal Torre.
yeah. I enjoyed it, man. I had a good time. I had a good time. You know, it felt like we had a whole crowd in there.
Jamal
Yeah,
keeps it live. He keeps it
yeah.
live. He's a good guy. I named him Jamal Torre back when everybody was out of Savannah State back in the day.
Uh,
I named him.
oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, he had a different name. He had his real name then. So I found him in the corner crying. So I
Uh,
picked him up and I named him.
and you name. So
Um,
you his daddy.
yeah, I held him up to the world and I said, "Behold, the only one greater than yourself."
Oh, you crazy.
Oh Lord, there go my other homeboy, my partner there. He said, "Beach Eye Bulldogs in the house." That's Barnwell.
Oh, all right, all right. Well,
Beach Eye
all
Bull.
my nephew went to beach, so we gonna let him have that.
Yeah, we'll let you have that today,
Yeah.
Bonnie. We'll let you have that. My intern, she just left. She a bulldog too. She just left. Bulldog. We kick bulldogs out though. You know, we just went over there. What we used to go to the beach eye. We used to date the beach eye girl.
That's it. And beat them on the basketball court, beat them on the football court. Matter of fact, Drew, we beat everybody ass. And the only person we had a hard time winning is those big old country boy BC.
BC.
BC, woo, Lord, boy.
Yeah, BC.
Other than that, boy, we whoop. We whoop.
Yeah. I don't know where Charlie Brown at. He's coming. Sandra texted me and told me she's gonna be a little late. um, it seems like I'm at to redo their contracts because they ain't never on time. Alicia Scott has missed the last 3 weeks, but she's been moving, so we understand her plight.
What, she moved out of
Um,
mansion? Damn, she done moved
yeah,
for three
look like
weeks.
it. I think she
Damn.
moved in the mansion.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'm gonna have to go to E Point and find out what's going on. I ain't never know nobody take 3 weeks to move. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, unless they walking all the stuff over to the house.
All they got to do is call you hard. Damn.
One box at a time. Yeah. And Charlie Brown, he probably somewhere eating a hamburger.
Hey, I don't know. He may be the J.C. Penney and get one of those suits. You know, he said, he told me when I first met him, he loved J.C. Penney suit. Maybe he's going to get one.
Oh, they had those reversibles, right? You can
Yeah.
turn it in this way today to be like blue. The next week, you turn it in the other way, it'd be gray.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, our first subject, we can't wait on them. They all
Right.
coming.
Right.
Um, was Tennessee Republicans want to ban lessons on systemic racism.
Mm.
On systemic racism, they want to ban lessons in the school about that. That's crazy because see, then what they're trying to do is not let people know that this is a racist country. But you said
Mm-hmm.
something powerful. I was listening to you on the show, the other show today,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and you said something powerful to Brother Jamal Torre. You said about the kids being they're not born with like that.
Right. Right. I said you when kids come in this world, they were what, 1 month, 2 month. I say they start out at 2 months, and then when they get by 12, they it's racism, it's hate. I said, because they taught that. They taught that from they taught that from the time they come in this world to now. They people are teaching hate. You don't just come out and just say you just hate. No, you teach hate, and that's the problem. And you know, Jules,
Yes,
too,
sir.
back when we was in high school and school, you know, we they didn't teach us, you know, basically about anything when it comes to black people. To be honest, I mean, the only person who I thought Martin Luther King Jr. was the only black person in America. To be honest, you know, so so we had to learn. That's the only person they thought of, Martin Luther King. Like, and the only reason why he said that because he was out front trying to make us have a better life. You know what I'm saying? But for as history, I mean, basically, we learned most of our history once we got older, man. The true history. The true history.
Yeah. We got a show on Saturday, The Watchdogs, and
Mm-hmm.
we're going to be highlighting some of those things on what makes a great leader,
Mm-hmm.
and some of the things that we'll be talking about um, is like from Nelson Mandela to Obama. You
Right.
know, different. We're gonna pinpoint how people sacrificed to make sure that we were given an opportunity to
Mm-hmm.
try to play on a level field. We're not
Mm-hmm.
playing on a level field now. And when we talk about race so much, it's not that we're highlighting that any part of us to have it in us. It's that we're trying to uh, uh, bring it out to the forefront so people can address the issue so that
Mm-hmm.
everybody can be treated fairly. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. You know, we're
Mm-hmm.
not here advocating anything racist.
Mm-hmm.
All we want is to be treated fairly and want everybody else to be treated fairly. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and that's
Hey,
what it's all about.
yeah. Hey, let me ask you a question. Um,
Uh-huh.
it's like we're not racist people. I don't know where they get that from. We're not racist people. I mean, racist is they bring it to us. You know what I mean? When you know what I mean, they bring it to us. We don't go out and just say, "Oh, we just racist person." No, we the most passionate, forgiving people in the world, and I think that's why our biggest problem, Jew, is that we forgive we forgive people we forgive people for treating us bad.
We
Really?
do. We do. We do. We do. We're the first ones to extend an olive branch even though we are the wronged people. We are the ones that got wronged. We're the
Mm-hmm.
ones that got hurt and injured. But we're the first one to forgive. And that's
Mm-hmm.
the weak kneed person without understanding that there's a time to fight for what is right. There's a
Mm-hmm.
time to protest. There's a time to put yourself in a position to make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
There she is.
Hi,
Hello, Miss.
everybody.
Hey, Miss Lady, how
Hey.
you doing?
Hi. Sorry I'm late. I had this mommy duty.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
There's still sunlight there. I can see all that sunlight in
I
back
know
of
it.
you.
I know
Oh
it.
my God. Yes.
So it's what? It's like 6:19 there in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
you're out an hour behind.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What we
And you
talking
fading
about?
out. Well, the first subject you got in right on time. We're talking about the Tennessee Republicans wanting to ban lessons on systemic racism. You know,
Um, well, you can't erase history, you know. I mean, they wanna erase the what is that? The 1619, what is it? Program, I mean
yeah,
project,
1619.
project, you know, um, and stating that it it teaches our children that the United States is a bad country, or you know, it, no, I you know I, I feel offended that I grew up during a time when they depicted slavery and said, oh, the slaves were happy And remember, if we participated in Georgia Day, I know you remember this, Julius, when we used to have to dress up for Georgia Day parade, and we had to dress up as the slaves. And, you know, they used to say that the slaves were happy and, you know, we were fed and all of this. You know, they fed us his story of slavery, you know, instead of the real story of slavery, you
Yeah,
know.
and the thing, it wouldn't be bad if they said that, but they said that what are you going to do to make sure that we try to eradicate it? Okay, if you don't want it to be taught that it does exist, then tell us what we can do as a nation or in Tennessee to eradicate it. You know, you want
Yeah,
to get rid of it, so if you don't want this lesson to be taught so people can be aware of it, so a person and a child can understand what they're facing and why this is being done to them, then find a way to eradicate it. Let's come up with ways to eradicate it if you don't want to teach it that it does exist. You know.
exactly. Because, I mean, because for so long, African Americans, we thought that it was us, you know, and I remember my first temporary job, and I was working for Sullivan Staffing a long, long time ago. I was in college, and I remember being sent to Morgan Stanley, and they sent me there, and I don't know what, they sent me there. And when I came there, when the lady greeted me, she was like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting you, you know, you, you know." And what she was saying is, I wasn't expecting a Black woman because I was supposed to be the administrative assistant, you know, there in the front, in the front.
Right.
And I would be there in the forefront of what would be Morgan Stanley. Okay. So and I was not there the next day. So she called Sullivan Staffing, and she told them, please don't send that Black woman back. It wasn't that I wasn't professional. It wasn't that because I had a degree. It was that I was Black that she didn't want me back, because this was the early 90s, you know, when they could still, I mean, on the down low, and still they do it, you know, discriminate on the basis of race, you know. So, I mean, we always thought it was us, but it's them, you
And
know.
Right, right. And I
and
say,
that's true. Go ahead, Bernard.
yeah. No, like I said this before you came on. I said, you know, we don't have, we not racist. You know what I'm saying? We the most passionate people in the world. Like I tell you, we forgive people for treating us wrong. We always
Exactly.
been that way. We forgive people for killing somebody. We forgive people. We are the most forgiving people in this world. But they think we the problem. We ain't the
Exactly.
problem. We are not the problem. We never
No.
have been the problem until they look in the mirror at themselves and realize that they're the problem. Like that song Michael Jackson, "The Man in the Mirror." You know, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, you know, we get to a point, when are we gonna say enough is enough to say, I'm sorry, I forgive you? Nah, until it knock on your door and really hit you,
Mm-hmm.
when it really hit you at your house, that's when we gonna start. Oh hell no, enough is enough. But before that happened, we have to. I'm just tired of it, man. It's like, play and give us on. It's like on the. It's a playing field. Let's start off even. The score is 0-0, not
Mm-hmm.
100-0. They already get 100 points, and we still. How you gonna catch up from 0 to 100? Come on now.
Exactly.
We already starting behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
So give us our just due. You know what I'm saying? And stop always pointing the finger. You know why? Because it's like this. They have always been afraid of us. Always. So
Mm-hmm.
like they were afraid of Martin Luther King, they killed him. They were afraid of Malcolm X, they killed him. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid of anybody that's gonna stand up to them and help their people. They take them away.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And,
yeah.
and
And that was the reason why, it was illegal for us to learn how to read,
mm-hmm,
because knowledge is power, you
mm-hmm,
know.
Right,
And
right.
if you look back at all of the programs, JTPA, I don't know if y'all remember that program, you know, back in the 90s, we had JTPA and Pell Grant, and Pell Grant in
mm-hmm,
its full potential, you know.
mm-hmm,
So every program that empowered us to obtain education, they have slashed it, taken it
mm-hmm,
away, and
mm-hmm,
everything, because if they allow us, and the and Black women, we seize the moment on the education part.
mm-hmm,
So when JTPA was available, and the Pell Grant at its full potential was available, that's when I got all my degrees,
mm-hmm.
and that's when a lot of other women were getting their degrees. And when they saw that, that's when they were like, oh, wait a minute. These Black women, they're flooding the colleges. So we need to pull back on these programs. You know, we need to pull back on these programs. So that's why they're not readily available anymore. You know.
I- but um, and it's almost like a cry to the world that the we can't breathe. You know, we can't breathe. People can have a hateful heart. And Bernard, I'll use you as a prime example. Um, you work at the academy with a bunch of diverse kids. I see it because I'm white. When you go live, I see the majority of the kids are white kids, unless I'm seeing something different. The people that are coming to the games and everything, where you go live on the weekend, the majority are white. You could be a evil, nasty person, but it's not in your DNA to
Mm-hmm.
do that. It's not in your heart to treat anybody
Right.
unfair.
Right.
And I see the way you treat people, especially when you gave the guy the break and he went inside, told you he'll be back to bring you the $5, and he didn't
Yeah, yeah,
come
yeah,
back. I was laughing.
yeah.
Boy, I
Yep.
was laughing, and so people can have an attitude and treat
Yeah.
people bad because they know that it's
Yeah.
unfair the way that we're treated in this country. But it's not in us to do that. All we're trying to do is play on a fair
Playing field.
playing field, you know, and that's what it's all about.
Hmm.
Bernard lost
But
his signal
but
very probably
it
went
only
dead.
it only becomes an issue when we start speaking up. And then all these Republicans, they come out on Fox News and all this. Oh, it just becomes an issue when we start saying, no, this is wrong. This is systematic racism. Because clearly, I have a woman right now that's over me. She's like 30 years old. She only has an associate's degree. She, I don't know what she did to get her position, but clearly she's not as qualified. She's not as educated. She doesn't have as many years in the game as I do. But what sets her apart?
Just her race.
Okay.
That's the only thing that sets her apart.
That's the only thing. And that's what bothers me, because I know that, hell, if I would have known that I could have been making $200,000 a year, just being a damn truck driver, as opposed to getting 2 master's degrees and damn near a PhD, because I'm working on my dissertation right now. If I would have known that I could be making $200,000 doing that, as opposed to, just working for NASA and working up under a white girl that doesn't have as much education as I do, I would have done that.
Yeah.
I would have done that.
I'm in now.
Yes, you are.
You are.
Oh, okay. Good evening.
We probably should have waited until you were ready, because that side view was not. Oh, God.
Oh, no, I'm fine. They got nothing to do with my looks. Is what I got up in my head.
No, that was a bad look. That was really a bad look. Julius, the next time you need to wait until he's ready. Wait until he's sitting down.
Okay.
First and foremost, I want to say good evening. And second, P.T. Barnum said, a sucker bone every 30 seconds. Burnout gives somebody, let them go and they can bring back $5.
Yeah.
P.T. Barnum said, a sucker bone every 30 seconds. He was a sucker. Come on.
Hey, no, but this was the point that I was making. He was over security that day.
I know.
They rotate in because they coach, and all the coaches, they do all kind of stuff there. And so this day he over the parking lot. So they charge him $5 to come into the parking lot. It's a big old Swanee. The campus is a real big old thing. So they got to come in and pay $5 to get on the thing on the campus to go into the games to take their kids to play in the tournaments. So Bernard let the black guy in, say he'll bring him back. He got to go in and get his wallet from his wife or something. He'll bring $5 back. So then it was a white guy came. He let him in too, because the guy had his family already inside. He had to go get it. He'll be back. He didn't know they were charging. He come back and paid Bernard. The white guy did. Bernard ain't never seen the black guy get.
And like I say, P.T. Barnum, the great circus guy, say a sucker bone every 30 seconds. So
he never seen the white guy again. I mean the black guy again. He said, man, I gotta go in there and find him. And he was going off on the live, right? Man, I thought he was coming back.
Well, and I want to say this to Sandra McKeithton. Furthermore, to be honest with you, you should drive truck. Then you'll probably be better off. You don't need the mental anchor. And that lady that wants you to come back on that job because you went there, that big mouth, like you talking about my
No, I
head,
didn't.
and
No, I
telling her
didn't.
how to run things. And she
No, I
didn't want
didn't.
to hear that. She said she
I
don't
went
want that
there.
black. She said she didn't want that black gal to come back. If
No,
you'd
I
come to
didn't.
my company, I don't want you to come back either. You
No,
don't
I
run
didn't.
nothing.
No, I didn't. I went there very white girlish. I
Now,
went there very white girlish.
now do a
But you
white
know
girl
what?
for me. Do a white girl for me. Let me have, do a Karen for me.
Hello. How are you
Yeah, that's
today?
Karen. All right, that's Karen. I like
Yeah.
it. I like
Hello.
it.
How are
Hello,
you today?
Karen. Charlena, it's a Karen on our
Yeah.
podcast.
Oh
You know,
Lord, she
that's
did it
how I have to
again.
feel my job. You know. So,
Oh
yeah.
man, y'all
But
are something else.
I
yeah.
love it. She sounds just like a Karen. She said, hello. You thought
Hello.
you got
How are
somebody that
you
tried to
today?
snatch your pocketbook, your purse.
Yeah. Hello. How are you today? Yeah. We have to switch. We have to switch. You know. I
You
mean,
tell me what
and
the break room is.
yeah. It's bad that we just can't be us.
Yeah.
We have to
Yeah.
be somebody else on these jobs. We just can't be us. And I'm cool as hell, you know. And
Well,
once, you know, and guess what?
my buddy.
And even at NASA, I started being me, and they like me better. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
once I started being me, and I told them, hey, I follow up. I still follow up. Chandra still follows up, and I still, you know, I'm still customer driven, and I'm
Yeah.
still going to get everything done that I tell you I'm going to get done. You know, once
I
they
like that.
found out that, I mean, hey, it's nothing that they can do. You know,
I like that. I tell you what, they always treated me, some of my white colleagues, I can remember saying to me, more of them should be like you, Charlie. I say, you're right, buddy, because for the fact that we got to get things done and get it, out where it's supposed to be. And they said, we like the way you talk. Say, what you think of Ronald Reagan? I said, he's the best, Just quit making me laugh. I'm trying to get a point across. Never, man. Just go ahead and get on with the show. Gee.
exactly. But it's sad that we have to play the role for a minute.
Yeah.
Then once they, but all of my coworkers are my Facebook friends,
Wow.
So they know who exactly I am.
Wow.
But they also know that if they want a team, they know that I am the exact team player. They know that I am I'm the one that I get the ball rolling, and I'm the employee pretty much of the month. So
Yeah, Tanya said that we have to be 10 times better in order to fit in or be accepted. Chuck said, did John also say last night he had no idea about the Weeping Time property issue? He probably did, and that means that he's uninformed. Chuck, I don't know. Alsop came here, and I never knew he was even coming. Hell, I brought him to Savannah.
That's
I
correct.
didn't get an invitation to it. Chuck, you remember, Chuck? I introduced Chuck to Alsop.
Right.
I brought him to Savannah. I didn't get an invitation. I was the one who got him tickets to the inauguration.
That's correct.
John Alsop. He had to call me to get tickets.
And not only that, you took him around and introduced him to a lot of people.
Everybody.
Didn't have no idea who he was.
I took him around and introduced him to everybody at that at that Civic Center. And when I took him up to the mayor, Van Johnson said, no, I don't want to meet him, and ran away from him.
That's right.
What?
Van did not commingle with him or whatever you want to call it. And I was there. I'm telling you, you brought.
Now you acting like that's his best friend.
You brought John Ossoff to Savannah, and we had him over over at the Con Ed building on MLK at 2 events.
Yeah, Sabrina Newby and Jay Jones. We all brought him to the Con Ed building.
And Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
And Charlie Brown. Because when John Ossoff met me, he said, please, like James Brown, how can you help me? Please. And I say, don't worry about it. I'll get the voters out and they'll vote your way. And
look what Tanya Scott Filcher say, Charlie. She said, I'm the forgotten Negro.
Oh, yes, you are. Because you worked.
You did work.
You work. And let me tell you something. If you work half as hard in your own campaign, this is just a side note. If you work half as hard in your own campaign as you have in years past and everybody else's, you'll win that mayorship.
All I'm going to say is, his office is not the president of the United States, not a U.S. Senate.
Yeah.
He's simply running for the mayor of Port Wentworth. Yeah. Population, luckily,
knock on every door. Knock on every door. Knock on every door.
He can't knock on every door because there is less than 12,000 people. He can knock on every door.
Exactly. Hell, you can do that on the weekend.
Door knocking, Charlie. That's a lot of door knocking. But when I'm going to resign the day after I win because all I want is one day for you to come through Port Wentworth and you have to call me Mr. Mayor, Charlie.
No, that will never happen. No.
Then we're going to leave you in the jail.
I can just call you Mr. Hall. Hey, Mr. Hall, you are the new mayor, but not Mr. Mayor.
Boy, I'm going to call you Mr. Mayor. I'm going to start calling you Mr. Mayor before the doggone before they have before they do the election, because I know,
and that's why them other Karens ran you off that job. Say they didn't want you to come back too, and that was in their right.
You know what?
Oh man, don't call me to vomit. Gee, what in the world? Boy, that's a handsome picture right there. Julius, I want me a picture like that.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna get you one. I'm gonna get you one real soon.
I like that picture right there.
I'm gonna get you one.
I told you to send that picture to me. I didn't want that other one. You look like a car salesman on the other one. I didn't like that.
No, you know, he looked like the Easter Beagle on that other one. That bow tie. Easter Beagle.
I'm gonna let you get off today, Charlie. I'm gonna move on to the next subject. Next subject. Not one, Nana, nary, whatever those other words is.
HBCU.
One HBCU football player taken in this year's NFL draft. What the hell?
Well, I think it's going to change. I'm seriously. I think Deion Sanders is going to bring a lot of light to the HBCU. I really think so. It's going to cause more scouts and more people to start looking at the small black colleges. I think so.
But, irregardless that we didn't have any HBCUs, we had a lot of diversity, in the draft. Yeah, we had,
you're right. But the thing is,
so we got some wins, so.
Oh yeah.
I mean, but you have to think about the fact that HBCUs are not in the rankings that they should be.
Yeah, they don't play division. They don't play Division One. A lot of times they don't look. Yeah,
they don't play the divisions that they. I mein, hell, Savannah State. Shit, they should be playing against them Savannah High.
Well,
I think probably it's because of COVID that they didn't have
right.
They didn't have the games so that they could see the players take it, and the other schools did play. Now that is a good excuse.
But you have to remember, Julian, going back to the whole NFL, Grambling used to have anywhere from, in the NFL at one time, Grambling had over 16 different players just
Yeah.
from Grambling,
Yeah.
in Southern. So,
I
you got a point there, Julius, and I think you'll see a comeback. And I think that's one of the reasons Deion Sanders and some of the other high-profile blacks are going to coach at the HBCU because of to give them that exposure. Deion Sanders will give them that. Go ahead, Mr. Brown.
Hey, Mr. Brown, how you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing
Dewey
fine.
was talking about you. He said P.T. Barnum sells sucker bone every 30 seconds when you let that man go by with that $5.
Hey, trust me. That morning I was being nice. Trust me. I was gonna get my $5. I had to pay my boys out that money, so I had to charge them $5 on their check.
Wow.
Right. All I'm gonna say to you, don't feel bad. P.T. Barnum, or Barnum and Bailey, sell sucker bone every 30 seconds. You know not to let it happen again, okay?
No, I ain't gonna let it happen.
All right.
Again. No, but people, even though they didn't get drafted, but what they do is they give them an invitation to come to their training camp. Even though it's
the compound, or whatever they call it.
Right. Even though it's a lot of people right now, it's a lot of people went to black college just playing in the NFL that haven't even got drafted. They invite them there and they made the team. But I'm totally surprised about this one because that's probably about the first time that ever happened that I know.
Well, Julius was given a reason why, because of COVID-19 and a few other stuff, and I think he's right. And not only he's going to be right for what he's saying now, he's going to be right for a team in West Georgia as well when he get on that team. And I like to see him do good on that team.
But
because I'm going to be the first one to bring him up for charges on anything I can find.
I cannot with Charlie.
Yeah, boy. It's it's a lot of people that got drafted in the NFL during this draft that set out.
Yeah.
That set out, and they got drafted. So
yeah.
The only thing about that is that and Tanya Pilcher said that they usually go in the 4th or the 5th round.
Yeah,
if they're not picked at all and they're invited to training camp, then if you're a training camp signee, then your signing bonus is smaller.
Yeah,
your pay is smaller. But when you're drafted, they got certain salaries that you have to get according to your draft.
Right.
That's the only thing that hurts.
Yeah.
Because Atlanta Falcons was going to take me in the 1984 draft, but if it was one more round, they say they was going to get me.
Look at Charlie. Look at Charlie.
Yeah. Me too, George. Me too.
Yeah.
He already started that politics. Those politicians are lying to you. He know they didn't draft him.
Hey, Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie, let me give you some history about me and George. Let me give you some history. Okay? I don't know if you don't know. We were some bad boys back there. We played our butt off. Trust me. The Western bad boys, we were some bad boys now.
Y'all play for the Weapons?
Y'all no. I played for Forsyth and he played for the. Trust me. Google us, Mr. Brown.
Google me.
Damn right.
I'm a Google.
Let my daughter be telling people. She said, you play. She said, Google me. So Google us, Mr. Brown.
I got you. Thank you.
All right. I'm going to clear that up.
Little known Black history fact you don't know, Mr. Brown, is that I had scholarships in tennis to go to Florida A&M and in what other school it was? It was one other school that was
that's a lie.
Smith. It was one of them other schools that I was the number 2 singles tennis player in the city of Savannah in 1980.
You probably got a scholarship to go. You probably got a scholarship to play tennis for Smith College. You probably don't know where that's at.
In high school, Ivan and I were the number 2
college
girls in the whole city.
Smith College is a female college.
I'm telling you little known facts that you didn't know, you know?
Yeah, well.
Google
I
up.
love you,
That's
Charlie.
right.
Yeah, I know. You heard, Sonia, you heard of Smith College?
Yes, I did.
That's what college he got a scholarship to play. Them girls.
I love
Lord.
you, Charlie.
Moving on.
Well, thank you.
Hey, that's
Man.
okay. That's okay. I'll get you later. But we
make my
know that you
stomach-
could have played
you make
on
my
my
stomach
offensive
hurt.
line.
You make my stomach hurt.
Sandra,
No,
don't
man.
you follow Charlie up, Sandra.
No,
Follow
he's not
Charlie up.
talking. Because
Hey.
she know the picture you sent her, and you look just like the Easter Beagle with that bow tie on.
Yes.
See what Tanya said right there? Tanya said, Ivan attended FAMU. You missed out. I was supposed to go with him, but guess what I did? I went to
What did you
work
do?
at the Savannah Police Department. I went to work. Ivan went to college.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
congratulations. I'm glad you shared that story with us.
Yeah, you should know it. I want you
Charlie.
to know that story.
What? Hey, son, what? Before Mr. Charlie come on, son, she be our friend. She be sweet to us. But soon, Mr. Charlie, oh Lord, it was like who that was. She just act up just like him. Come on.
No, that's a profound statement you made. Act just like I act, Mr. Brown. I didn't give nobody an opportunity to get in and park for free. You did, not me.
Yeah,
So
I
don't
got-
put your shortcomings on me now.
I got a good heart.
No,
That's right.
I'm
No,
glad
you
you
don't
got
have
a
a
good
good
heart, Bernard.
you don't have a good heart. That man saw you coming when he was coming at you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Okay.
But
We
you
gonna
know what?
Move on to the next subject.
Move
Facebook.
on.
Facebook continues their ban on Trump. What you say, Bernard?
Hey, trust me, because they know they had called me the night before, and they said this is what they gonna do, because they know if they was gonna lift it, all hell was gonna break loose from me and everybody else. Okay, so that's why they did that. But
Hey,
but
as many times as they done put us
I'm telling you right
in
now,
Facebook jail.
they choose who they want to fight.
Yeah,
Well,
we had to change the music.
Oh, y'all had to change the music?
Yeah,
yeah,
you ain't
the
heard the
music
music.
not the same.
No, I didn't hear the music.
Let me play it for you.
Play for me.
That's why you.
You see? Hold on one second. I just
Why
threw
you
that.
gonna
I
change the
just threw that.
music?
I just threw that sponsor up there so they could see the
We
sponsor.
didn't-
Why you
Joyce
had to
will tell
change
you.
the music?
Joyce will tell you because we didn't get permission.
We had permission to use the music that we were using, but they said that it was somebody else's music. We didn't want to argue with them. We already pay for music every week. I mean, every month. We have a contract with a company that provides all our music. But I was the only show that was using somebody else's music that gave me permission. The guys from Savannah, Measy in the industry, he gave me permission to use his music, but Facebook somehow, somebody notified Facebook, told them that that's their music. So without arguing, we just changed our music. That's all.
Oh, okay.
We already paid for music. We got a database of 10,000 songs that we could use, and so I just went and picked something hot for us, you know.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. This is how I feel about Trump. Trump is still perpetrating the lie. And because he's still perpetrating the lie, and Facebook is checking every one of our posts to make sure that we're not posting anything that's telling people, perpetrating false information, especially on the the you know
Look at Ivan. Ivan Cohen.
I'm bringing it's especially on the voter, voting and politics and stuff like that. Especially since he's doing that, I feel like they should continue him not being on Facebook, because he is the disruption.
You're absolutely right. He is a distraction, and they realized when they looked at it, I didn't really think they need to go to a panel of 20 people. They should have made that decision. They can see the companies, the country still got problems, but if you notice, they have calmed down a lot because he not putting that fire, that fuel, that log, that gasoline on stuff. His negativism is not there. So why don't we call it for what it is? It have calmed down a great deal. And that's what's taking place. And they see it. If they put Julius and Bernard Brown in Facebook jail, Donald Trump needs to stay in Facebook jail.
Exactly.
I'm serious.
Yes.
Just look around you and see how it calmed down. The number one subject now is covert shots and people not taking it. Ain't all that bull. Donald Trump was full of bull. I don't care what no one said. I know he's the president.
I know his anxiety was up high because he was up high. He was up high. Fox was up high. We were up high because of all of that foolishness. Because Biden don't post. His team is A1. I love his team.
And guess what else? He don't go down and play golf every other week in 2 or 3 days and costing taxpayers more money. Right then,
he is doing the business of the United States. I love it.
Of the people, and you're absolutely right.
I love it.
And y'all know my problem with Trump was always that the media never really held Trump accountable. They reported it and left it alone. But let somebody do something now, they'll put them out and crucify them.
Let Obama would have done the shit that Trump did in his first 100 days.
Yeah.
They would have been drafting doggone impeachment papers and having folks sign it in the 100 days.
And the Democrats would have been on top of it trying to help them get him.
Exactly.
But you get no Republicans to get on with the Democrats to get Trump. Bad as Trump was, he was the most terrible, most vicious, nasty, dumbest person to ever grace the White House. The dumbest person ever.
Fantastic. His IQ wouldn't allow him to do nothing. Fantastic. Because he didn't know no other big words.
He was foul. He was foul.
Fantastic. We're on it.
Facebook got 6 months to give another decision. They're looking into it again. They banned him and kept the ban in place. and they got 6 months. But he's starting his own media thing. But what they got to understand is that people are so back in the day, what it was, MySpace,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then Facebook took over, and Facebook is so much better. Uh, it's hard to replace a Facebook. It's hard
No.
to bring in another social media platform that's going to do the same thing when they got billions of people that are watching, that are signed up.
Already
So
start.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah.
You could start that. What was that new one they started? With a P?
Parlor.
Parlor.
Yeah.
Parlor. If Parlor was so great, Donald Trump would be on it.
Yeah.
He would be
And
on. He wouldn't be
yeah.
crying about being on Facebook.
Yeah. And he fell off. That Parlor fell off within 2 months.
Yeah, and Apollo was so good, Zuckerberg would have brought him like he did Instagram.
Exactly.
Or he brought him
Exactly.
out there.
He would have
Yeah.
brought him. He didn't buy him. That's why he said let them fail. They ain't gonna make it anyway. There's a
They ain't
bunch of
gonna make it. They ain't
Wow.
gonna make it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Julius. You might can answer, or Sandra might can answer. Where's that lady do all that talking?
Oh, she's around, Charlie, because I saw
What,
her
Miss
put up.
Green? Miss Green?
No, her name not Miss Green. Her name is
Stop.
Errol, the one they call Errol.
Hey. She
She's
put up the
working.
she's around, Charlie. Cause let me show you what she did earlier. See this right here? That's her.
Oh.
What?
So she's
Oh.
around.
What?
She's probably
What'd you
getting ready
post?
for you for the second hour.
Oh.
What?
That's
I didn't
air.
see nothing. What'd you see? What'd you
See that
post?
comment?
I didn't
The
see.
whole thing. You can't see that on your screen?
Number smiling faces.
Oh, all
Yeah.
things relevant? Oh, okay.
She's in the studio. She put that up. It wasn't
Okay.
me, so it got to be her.
Oh, okay.
Man,
Unless it was the intern.
this is the most dialogue Sandra ever got in, the most I ever got in. When she come back, man, she'll talk sometime for 20 minutes. Bootlickers and bootlickers.
Okay. We're going to move on to the next subject.
Yeah. Where's
We got
Bernard? You think he got a
Bernard,
job with the
his battery
circus?
dropped. His battery.
You think he had a job with the circus?
He was
stupid.
he was on the Jamar Torres show, Run Tell That, the #3 show on the network. He was on that show earlier, and then his battery went dead when he
You know what?
came over.
He got so many doggone technology issues.
Now wait a minute. If this show #3, what number our show?
#1.
We #1.
Yeah.
All night long.
I
All
wouldn't.
night long.
You act like you get the
already.
rate.
Julius, my back already hurt. I'm tired already.
Okay. So
All right. With the next subject, y'all make sure y'all share with everybody out there. We bring it to you. We bring it to you the way that you should have it. Uncut and raw.
with
That's
no
right.
chaser.
With no chaser.
I'm the only one drinking.
Malby's laughing at you, Charlie.
What's in that cup?
Malby's laughing at you, Charlie.
I am. I love Melby's. He's a good guy, man. He all right.
Okay. Will Giuliani flip on Trump? The bet is, my bet is that he will.
I think he will.
I feel like both of them going. I feel like both of them going down at the same time. And Giuliani, nah. Giuliani gonna flip.
Yeah, yeah.
Both of them going down at the same time.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Giuliani is an ex-federal prosecutor.
That's
he knows
correct.
what the details. He knows what the deal is, and he also knows that There's no way out of it. Done messed up. Trump should have pardoned him and a lot of other people before he left office. That was the biggest betrayal. Trump already did every disgusting thing in the world
Exactly.
before he became president and while he was president. So he might as well have pardoned all his friends.
You're right.
And he and Giuliani asked him to do that. Y'all excuse my dog because my dog is doing the most. But Giuliani asked him to do a pardon because he knew that this was coming.
Yeah.
You know, he knew this was coming.
You're absolutely right.
So now, you know, the Roosters have come home to do whatever they do, whatever the Roosters come home to do.
You know,
But
I want to compliment you. The last couple of weeks, you've gotten really good at doing this show, and you so correct about a lot. You do your research. You're not like that other woman who run like a Mississippi River. Don't know what she talking about. Call Mel Van Johnson Jackson or something like that, which he act like a Jackson that time. I want to compliment you and thank you. You keep it up. Mel V, good evening, brother. Keep up the good work in the community. I appreciate you as well. And go out there and help Julius run for mayor Port Wentworth, because he's going to make a difference out there. And take care of that ticket I got, Julius, for speeding.
Thank you, Charlie.
No, I'm serious about that. I'm serious about it.
You know what my problem is with the country, though? Part of the country, not the country, but part of the country, is that it was not enough smart people to really. You had to either be patently racist, or you had some money scheme if you trusted Trump and wanted Trump, because you could obviously see that the guy was dumb as hell. He thought he was smart, but he was dumb. My thing with people is that you had 74 million people voted for this guy. And I'm going to call you 74 million idiots. I'm not like Hillary Clinton. If I call you a basket full of deplorables, that's what you are. And that's what you were when you voted for Trump. Not only that, my thing is, Trump has doo-doo on everybody around him. And they were all just geared up to just please Donald Trump. Everybody, all they thought about was, I want to please this man, without thinking about the consequences and looking at the trail behind him of dead bodies. I don't know.
But you know what's interesting? Tim Scott got on national TV last week after Joe Biden, and he said, America is not a racist country. What country does he live in? I don't think he live in America. Has he looked around?
Well, he would have been better if he'd have said America's not a racist country. We just got a bunch of racist people in it.
Oh, that probably was, yeah.
That's what he should have said. And I don't know. You get people who don't mind just being an idiot. Who don't mind being having the neck stepped on. I mean, how could Tim Scott and that guy down in Florida, West is just a bigger idiot.
Alan West.
He's just a bigger idiot.
Oh God, he's terrible.
Yeah, bigger idiot.
Man.
And Julius, and it's real sad because it's almost like a portray of Judas to Jesus. It's worse than that. They are terrible, Julius. I'm serious. I've never seen nothing like Tim Scott and Alan West. I mean, they are terrible. Those guys are terrible, terrible. And he's gonna get on, like I say, he's gonna get on national TV, and he's gonna say to farmers, when Joe Biden set aside either $5 billion or whatever he set aside for black farmers, he gonna come on the air and start talking about white farmers need money too. Well, how about 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 years ago when the black farmers got absolutely nothing? So what is he talking
what
about?
about 10 years ago? What about 5 years ago when the black farmers got absolutely nothing?
Nothing.
You know,
and this guy
Tim Scott really gets under my, he gets down in the crack of my ass. Really? He's like an itch in the crack of my ass.
No,
okay?
Say that. Say
I'm
that.
sorry.
All right,
I'm sorry.
this. Say this. He's a itch in your bunkie. You can't say bunkie, right, Julius?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
In your bunkie.
Well, he's there, and he really disgusts me with
Facebook.
You know, I mean,
let me talk to Facebook people. Facebook people, please forgive her for what she not what she's doing right now. She had a rough day on the job, and she had to pick her son up from football practice, and he didn't tackle anyone, and the coach might put him off the team. So she is a little bit depressed. Please, Facebook people, do not take our show off the air and put us in Facebook jail.
Please
and I want to thank y'all. You know, she's not the second coming of Donald Trump, and I ask you,
am not.
Please.
I'm not.
Thank you.
I'm not. And all I'm saying is that Tim Scott does not speak for all of black people.
He don't speak for me at all.
He don't speak for none of us.
No, because if Tim Scott was speaking for 95% of us, he would speak with truth. Because wasn't he the same person that got pulled over 7 times in his own neighborhood for being black?
I didn't know about that.
Yes, he did. He got pulled over 7 times in his own neighborhood for being black, and he got followed in the store 5 times. Okay? And while he was being pulled over 7 times in his own neighborhood for being black, he was not believed that he was a senator. Okay? How about that? So if he doesn't believe that systematic racism is a thing, or blackball driving is a thing, you know.
Then all you could say is that he's just a sellout. That's all. He's a sellout. And that's what he is. He's always proven to be. That's what he is today. He's a sellout.
Julie, is that the first time you ever got it political correct, a sellout? Because if you know that take place, how can you shape your mouth to say what you say? No way, my brother. I'm sorry.
But
we can go ahead to another topic.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Every time I post that, somebody said that our vice president agreed with him. Did that happen? Did anybody watch?
She said what I just said a few minutes ago, that the country is not racist. Just people inside the country is racist.
Yeah, that's what she was aiming at. And that's what Julie say he was attempting to say, but the way he said it, that's what puzzled me.
Yeah.
No.
You understand what Julie's saying? The people inside is a bunch of the country by far is not racist, but a lot of the people inside of the country is extremely racist.
Well, correct. That is a oxymoron.
You and I both know that. You know, you got a master's degree. You got 2 masters, and you shouldn't put your skill, your education on the line against Julius. Because it don't hurt me. I know exactly what an oxymoron is.
Stop putting up that picture because you look like a bean pie salesman. Stop it.
Easter Beagle.
I hate that picture, Julius. I hate
Mr. Beagle.
Stop putting up that
Well, see,
picture.
I like that picture better. I like that picture because somebody even my young intern say, "You look like a preacher right here."
No, I
Yeah.
like that picture behind you. I don't like the picture that you sent me because you look like a bean pie salesman. I don't like it.
All right.
You know, so I wouldn't, and that's the reason why I have not posted that picture that you sent me, because I'm not going to post a bean pie salesman, but I will post my friend Julius Hall for mayor that looks like he's supposed to be mayor, but I will not post the bean pie salesman. You
Okay.
know.
Okay. Post that one there then.
Yeah,
Charlie,
when you send me this one,
all
send
right.
me this one, please.
All
But if
right.
you
You got it.
okay, thank you.
You got it.
So
Uh,
yeah,
what's the number on Giuliani? How many days y'all think? Because can you imagine Giuliani sitting in a jail cell? Think
hell
about
yeah, I want to imagine his ass
it.
sitting in the jail cell. I want to do that.
You thought that
Thank
hair
you.
dye was coming down his face and all that day? He gonna really be the hair dye gonna be really coming across his face.
I want to imagine him there. Stop. Stop. You know what? This is like Pornhub for me. Stop. Stop ruining my Pornhub. So yes, I want to imagine Giuliani sitting in a jail cell. Yes, I do want to do that.
I can't even see it. Giuliani gonna sing like a fish. He gonna sing, man. He gonna sing like a lark.
I want to imagine it, even if he's only in there just to take his doggone what do you call it? What do you call it when they just go in and
Process.
yes, I just
a deposition.
no, when they get arrested, I want to see him take his booking,
photo.
You know, yeah.
With that brown sweat coming down his head.
Yes, I want to see him take that.
That was that.
I mean, I will get off to that, so that will be my Pornhub for that day, so send that to me. Anybody, send that to me,
Rudy gonna sing before that. Rudy is making a deal right now because Rudy know that he cannot go to that county jail.
Julius,
they want Rudy anyway.
Julius, what's a Pornhub?
Shut up. You know what it is. You get all 5 videos every week. I mean, every day. You get all 5 videos every day. You lie.
What is it? It's a porn shop?
Yes.
Yes. You get all 5 videos.
I watched the Porn Shop show come on. I thought it was called something else. Those guys
you
come
get
on.
All 5 free videos every day.
Ms. Brown.
So stop acting like I'm
the wife. What's a porn hut?
You lie.
You asked Ms. Brown that?
It is either. She thinks it's a porn shop.
Oh, okay. You lie. You lie.
Ms. Brown just told me what it was. I didn't help. I thought it was a porn shop.
Lord have mercy. Anyway.
I got it.
Rudy Giuliani, I said he flipping already. Y'all didn't give me a date. How many days y'all think he'll take before he flip? I know one day. If they put him in there for one day, Trump dead the next.
30 days. I give it 30 days. But
no, Giuliani can't do 30 days. He can't do 30 days in jail.
He's going to make a deal within 30 days. He will not be, what's that, Michael Cohen? He ain't going to be no damn Michael Cohen.
Yeah, Michael Cohen said Giuliani will flip. He has no doubt whatsoever. Cohen was on TV today saying Giuliani will flip.
Yeah, he will not be Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen Michael Cohen thought that that Trump was going to ride or die with his ass.
Oh yeah, he showed him. He showed him. All
You'll
right, our
learn
next
that.
subject.
You'll
We got
learn what a
Yeah.
trumpet today.
our next subject is
I was shocked.
modern day slavery in Conway, South Carolina.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
terrible. I read that. That's
I
terrible.
was but I was shocked. But you know what I was shocked more about? I was shocked more about the fact that they only gave them 10 years. Look what our lives are worth.
Right. Right.
Look what our lives are worth. 10 years.
My thing
Look,
is, how did nobody know? Not know.
somebody knew.
Somebody had to
Plenty
know.
of
Where's
people
this
knew.
guy's family?
Yeah. Yeah.
Plenty of people knew.
Julius,
Plenty of people knew.
Julius, they probably was getting some sort of social security disability or something for him, and they didn't say anything at all. And that's sad what took place. And they show you how people take advantage of people, and black people don't matter. And I would like to clear the air up. I really was getting this mixed up. PAWN versus PORN. I did not know what that was. Miss Brown just sort of let me know. I'm serious. I never heard of it before. And I didn't know you can post things on it.
You lie.
Julie, tell her I'm not efficient at the computer.
No, he's
Charlie,
not efficient with the
well,
computer.
let me school you to one other thing.
Go
He had
ahead.
a flip phone, Sandra.
No, fan page.
What is that?
Yeah, look it up.
Charlie got a flip phone. He had a flip phone until 2 weeks ago, so he
No,
wouldn't know
about actually 6 months ago.
6 months
Okay.
ago. So
Well,
he wouldn't know anything about that, Sandra.
well,
But back to this guy. He was a mentally challenged young man,
Right.
and the man worked him for over 100 and something hours, and
Every week.
didn't pay him. Didn't
every
pay him.
week,
Period.
Right.
Yeah, didn't pay
every
him.
week.
Period.
For how many years?
No, it wasn't for years. I think it was for a few months. He kept him in
Oh,
there working as a slave and would not pay him a cent, was taking advantage of the boy, would not pay him a cent. And the courts found out, and this is what that was. Conway is right down from Myrtle Beach, like
Right.
15 miles from Myrtle Beach.
Right.
And so they fined him and sold all his stuff in J&J cafeteria had to be sold, and it came to uh, uh, almost, I think I was reading the article, almost $1 million.
They give
And
him their back pay was $273,000.
correct. And
okay.
but the courts found that was too low. The courts found that was too low and awarded the young man almost $500,000.
They should have. They
Good,
should
good,
have.
good,
Yeah, and
good.
this is recent. This is recent. You know, in Conway, South Carolina, this man has him a slave doing all the work in his restaurant and not paying him.
Yeah, that's not right. I don't believe in taking advantage of people at all. And Julius, this perfect example for you, and I'm on this show, and you need to renegotiate my contract with me, because what you pay me now, it can fall into that category.
Yeah, you're right.
Just
You're right.
think about it.
Can I
You're
tell
right.
you what my son said to me? He
Go
texted
ahead.
this week. He told me that he doesn't get paid to clean my house.
What?
That's the face I had. Okay. So, yeah.
You should have put him in the hallway. Put him outside then.
Oh, okay. So, you must have known. You must have known that I put his black butt all the way in prison because
You took his computer from him?
I took his PlayStation, his room, his food. He's eating noodles and
Water.
peanut butter and jelly and water
What?
right now.
And what?
And water right
Water,
now.
peanut butter, and jelly, and noodles.
Yeah. Because
Chris, you never fail to amaze me, dude. I gotta call Chris. Tell Chris I'm gonna be calling him soon.
One of these days. No. I think, I think you as parent, you are doing the right thing. I don't know about the food thing because that's almost close to abuse by not giving him proper food. You gotta give him proper food.
Says we got to feed him. And as long as I'm feeding him noodles, peanut butter and jelly, and water is food. Okay? They didn't say what I have to feed him.
Well, the question
when he said with a straight face or with a straight text, I don't get paid to clean your house.
All right, let me ask you a question. Is he cleaning up now? Has he started to clean up now?
Well, see, since I took everything down for him because I made him a minimalist. Once he said that, I said, oh, okay. You don't get paid to clean my house? Okay. Because see, I have a maid. Okay. And the maid.
You have a what?
I have a maid.
Huh.
And we maintain from the maid. So he said he doesn't get paid to clean my house. So I said,
I want you to do me a favor.
Huh?
I want you to send Jewish $500, please.
Shut up.
I want you to send him $500. There you go, right on that. Please send it to him as soon as possible to help him with his campaign. I did not realize you had a maid. The last maid I had was my mother when she was living. She would actually clean my room up and stuff for me when I was away, in school or whatever where I was at.
The only reason why I have
wait, would you consider sending him $500? Because I can see you're not hurting for money. And I'm asking you to help his campaign by giving him $500.
I'm going to. Commitment? I can. I will give that commitment, Charlie. Okay. And the reason why
your word is your bond. If you don't give it to him every week on the show, I'll let you know about it.
The reason why I have a maid is because I like to clean plates. But this is the reason. This is the thing. So when Chris said that he doesn't get paid to clean my house, okay?
Right.
I made him a minimalist. So I said, well, prisoners don't get paid.
That's true.
So I made him a minimalist. So I gave him 4 shirts and 2 pairs of pants and a pair of slides and a pair of sneakers. Okay. And I took everything else from him. Okay. Everything. Everything. And TV, PlayStation, everything.
So you took a lot of his privilege from him so he can actually wake up and smell the coffee.
Yeah.
And, I respect you for that. I do. Yeah. Because these kids are looking at a sense of entitlement, and it just don't always work that way. You have to show them they have to take some responsibility. And all you is educating him is to say, you take on these responsibility to learn how to be responsible. Now, Julie, what's the next topic? She already committed the $500. Now, what's the next topic?
I got you, Julie.
Our next topic was one I put in, and it was before we get to our main topic. Will Ossoff help with weeping time? That was
Him
something that
and
was it
him
that was
and
given to me
that
this
help.
morning. But Chuck had jumped the gun, and Chuck had started saying something about it earlier. But it was on my. I already had put it in the list of things
Yeah,
that we were going to talk about.
he jumped the
Him,
curve. It's jumped the
him,
curve, not
him
jumped the
and the
car.
other guy
Yeah.
need to help. Him
Jumped the
and
curve.
our other senator need to help.
Warner, Raphael Warner.
Yes. Yes.
First,
They do need the help.
wait a minute. First and foremost, we can't put fingers yet on them because they might not be aware of it. They need to be bring up to date and seeing what input they might have. I don't know. No, I'm serious, Julius.
Well, he was in Savannah last night, and Keisha Gibson Carter asked him.
Oh, okay.
He was in Savannah last night at Savannah State.
I know, but did he know about it?
And what did he say?
He claimed that he didn't. How could you not, if you in touch with the region, one of the places that help you get elected? We brought out the vote over here for him to be where he is.
Well, you know, actually the representation we got in this area is the first congressional, is you know who. I'm saying we don't have a Democrat. That's why we need to get out and vote in a Democrat, because that person who we got don't care.
Well, that's Buddy.
And you know who that person
Buddy
is. It's Buddy
that's the
Carter.
House. That's the House, and he knows, and he don't care. And you're right. We do need to get rid of Buddy. But we got two senators that we helped to put where they are, and they should be aware of what is going on. And somebody should have already contacted them.
Certainly.
I put in a call to Ossoff's office about another matter about 3-4 weeks ago. I haven't heard anything back from them. So that tells me that I don't matter to them. I mattered when they were calling me every day, though. I mattered then, but I don't matter now. So all I can say is that it will come a time when you'll need me again. You know, you can run up and kiss butt with somebody who didn't like you and who told me to get you away from them because they didn't know who you was, but I knew who you were. So, you know,
Julius,
so,
we're not going.
he can let him answer.
Guess what, Julius? We're not gonna go down that road, okay?
We already there.
But we need to.
We finished with it.
We simply wait a minute, my friend. We simply brought John Ossoff here because you told me about him. I was not aware of him, and you said he ran for Congress in a region a little further north or wherever he ran for Congress, and he was running for senator. And you brought him and you introduced him to a lot of people. And John Ossoff should at least had his people to contact you that he was coming back into this region to thank you in every way, which he did not. But again, we're not going to worry about that. It's, you know, again, it's water. It's over the Niagara Falls, whatever you want to call it now. We're going to just move forward. And what you got to do and what we got to do on this show is continue to be number one. Please share, because I want to be number one. I like being number one.
Well, we're going to put out a call to him again, though, Charlie, that the weeping time matters. And
it does matter to us.
Okay, so that's what we're doing on the show tonight is to let him know that he needs to get involved in some kind of way. You've been told by the alderwomen who were in your presence last night, you don't have enough backbone in the men that was in there to have said that was a major issue to them. And those people need to be held accountable also.
I want to shout out to Leonard Small because he had been on the front running of making sure things stay in the news and stay out there. And I want to give a shout out to him. I appreciate Reverend Leonard Small over at Litway Baptist Church. But Leonard Small, as a man himself, mean a lot to this community. I'm so excited and the work he is doing in this community. And he
But
is for weeping time.
Julius, let me tell you something. When you become mayor, the first thing you need to do is send him a letter on behalf of, send him a letter, and tell him how you feel as mayor. Because see, when you were introducing him as Layman Hall,
the candidate for U.S. Senate.
When you were just Julius Hall going around as a consultant, introducing him to everybody, and you were doing, your duty as the person that was getting everybody elected. You did it. You did it. But then when you become the mayor, that person that's behind you, not the bean pie salesman that I have on my phone, not him, but that person. When you become him, you send a letter to him and you tell him, I need you to support these women with the Weeping Time Project, because we were the ones that got you elected.
Yeah, it's going to be, and they were instrumental in his win, and he don't even realize it. See, you want to give the wrong people credit where credit is not due. The mayor did not help him. The mayor didn't even want to speak to him a year earlier. Didn't even want to talk to him a year earlier. So those women have addressed that. And if he doesn't get back to them and understand that you can't play sides like that with this issue, that we won't forget, you can take your 6 years, and it's deeper than what he's looking at. But
even right now,
I want to say something. Wait a minute. I want to say this. Please tell your friends, share. It's so important to share. And I did not know you sell bean pie. How much you sell them? What's the price of the bean pie?
$5.
That's kind of reasonable.
Yeah, I buy.
Well, we know you buy anything about now, so we'll just leave it to that. Go ahead, Julius. What's next?
But anyway,
I hate you, John.
This is our call to the two senators from Georgia, that you should get involved, that this is important to this community, and that we will be holding you accountable. One senator has an election in a few months, and he has to understand that we don't forget. If you don't help us, what the hell we look like helping you? We like Bernard said earlier, we are the most forgiving people in the world as Black people. And what we have to do is start making you understand that there are consequences to your actions or your inaction. So we are calling you out. If anybody know them, if you got their phone number, you need to call them and tell them that we will not be supporting people who don't support us no more. We'll watch the Rabble, watch the Watchdogs on Saturday at 12 noon. We're going to be doing comparisons in the type of leadership that that is needed in this country. We got 20 minutes, and we got one subject, and I know it's going to take a while because there's going to be some noise to be talked. And that subject is woo, woo, woo.
When money splits. Well, I ain't mad at her. I mean,
well, I got a comment to make. My cousin looking for a wife, so I'm gonna send him to Seattle. And he's a handsome guy. He got a little limp in his leg a little bit, but he's a nice guy. So,
well,
Melinda Gates gonna be single, and I think You know, the word out on the street, my cousin gonna try to, wine and dine her. I don't say
So
how can it.
let
She
me
got
ask you
over
a question.
$65 billion.
She
What's
gonna get
up?
anywhere from 68 to 75 billion
Yeah.
in the divorce settlement. So do you think that Ms. Brown would let you share her for 68 billion and and then so Ms. Brown could get half of that money when you
I,
divorce? Uh,
I'll be honest with you, Miss Brown probably give me away for about $6,500 if she can get it in her hand.
Man.
smart lady. That's a smart lady.
Son,
What?
Miss Brown gonna trade me in for $6,500 and take
Yeah, a pinto and a doggone Q-tip
it.
is
Right.
what she would sell you
and,
for.
Right.
and a Microsoft subscription.
Right. Man, but Julie,
I
that's a lot of
cannot.
money.
I
That's a lot of
cannot.
money.
Oh.
But you know what? I like it when a couple can come to a mutual dissolvement of a marriage and not have anything bad to really say about each other. And just split that money, because they didn't have a
Prenup.
a, a prenup, you know. And I mean, hey, they just saying, hey, we just came to Nola. Stop it.
What's that
They
dog
just
name?
Nola. She's
Nola.
yeah.
Look
I
at
mean,
that dog. Look at that dog named Wonder Dog. Wonder where the next biscuit gonna come from.
now she's
No.
named after New Orleans, but you know, they can just come. They can just say, you know what? We don't have to be bitter enemies
Well,
Right.
because
she said, you heard what she said. She said that they cannot grow any further together, so that
exactly.
they just need to part. I think she
Yeah,
lying. They've been working on the divorce, I heard, for over a year.
Well, you know what it
yeah,
is? And you know what it is? Bill Gates have been smitten by some young women, and he been married to her for 27 years, and he want to actually say, I can't spend all this money in a lifetime. I better enjoy it
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now because he can only spend so much money, Julius. You
yeah,
know, with
yeah.
that kind of money. And I don't think she really had no one, but a lot of young boys gonna come after her in their 20s and 30s, and she's going to have a good time with them as well.
but Bill Gates, his previous girlfriend, he was getting permission from his wife to still go on
On
yearly
sabbatical trips,
trips
yeah.
with his previous girlfriends. I ain't mad at it, because I mean, if the truth be told, I I'm in lifestyle, so I get permission, you know, every now and then to just go out. You know, I mean, y'all need to watch the Red Table Talk. And
Yeah.
have
You
y'all
talk
watched the latest
the
Red
lady,
Table Talk?
you talk the lady with the entanglement? The lady with
Yes,
the
yes,
entanglement?
yes, 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 yes.
Okay. Can I
If
say
y'all
that?
watch if y'all watch the Red Table Talk, y'all would understand what the new. Nobody does the till death do we part,
Okay,
and
I'm gonna put
it
it
is
this way. I'm gonna put it this way, okay?
okay.
And you keep in mind, Miss Brown coming here with an entanglement. It's gonna be an entanglement. I'm gonna let you know I don't play the entanglement. And number two, I like the viewing people who listen to this podcast to ask us some questions or make some suggestion about Bill and Melinda Gates because I want to hear their input. And remember,
Yeah,
share, share, share. Because I
yeah.
want Miss Brown better not talking about Charles, I'm in an entanglement. Oh
With a
yeah,
younger man.
Who really does monogamy these days?
Miss
That is
Brown and
something.
Charlie
That
Brown.
is really something that
Miss
that
Brown,
people have forced us
Brown and
into.
Charlie Brown does.
Look, people have forced us. People have said you're supposed to be, with one person until the day you die.
Yes.
But
Yes.
no, that's not how it's supposed to be.
I've been
That is
married
not
to Miss
natural.
Brown. I've been married to Miss Brown for 48 years, and we dated for about 2 years, 50 years. And I tell you, I love it. And guess what? Not all night long, but a little while.
Yeah, a little while.
Hey, you was only one woman away from being a priest.
Julian,
No.
Julian, you notice I didn't go all night long.
Yeah.
No.
A little while.
A little while. No. I mean, I feel like our relationship should be the way that we want them to be because people should be happy.
No.
And
you be married because you get old and I drink prune juice. I need a woman that can share in and talk with me, drink coffee, because all the other stuff and it's not there anymore. We become companion. We love each other. When all that, to me, that's more important than anything. You say what you want to say. I'm telling people to stay married, find you a companion, and stay with that companion.
Why do you have to be married?
80, 90 years old. My wife, I love her to death, and she fixed me breakfast. She hand me a cold glass of buttermilk occasionally. Oh, honey, I didn't mean to tell them about the buttermilk, but she does sometimes. So we happy.
You don't have to be married these days. You can have a good relationship with more than one people, with more than one person.
The people looking at the show, please ask us questions. I'm not going for that foolishness she talking about.
You can have a good committed relationship with more than one person.
Why can't you have
a good? Why can't you have a? Why can't you be in a relationship with more than one person and be happy?
Well, that's up to the couple. That's up to the couple who is in that relationship. But I want to say this, that I think my wife likes to shop. So if Melinda Gates came here and asked my wife, can she have an indecent, what's the name of that movie, Indecent Proposal, for $10 million, I think my wife would kick my ass out the house and say, "Go with her, just bring that money back." She gonna say, "Get his crusty butt anyway."
Yeah.
Just make sure the check don't bounce.
Yeah, you might have a point there. I don't know.
Oh no, I ain't got no point.
Charlie, I'm telling you that I have 3 mates, and all of us are happy.
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you don't have to talk about it, but I'm telling you, all of us are happy, and all of us know about each other. How about that?
That's awesome.
I kind of like you. I kind of like you. You all right. I tell you what, if I was a single man, you know where I'd be at right now?
Where?
In Florida, eating oranges.
See? And see, this these are the relationships of today. Nobody says that you have to. I mean, monogamy is what you make it.
I think that, and eventually, I think that's going to head for a lot of trouble for the future. I think. I think, yeah, I do.
No, it is not, because everybody is happy because y'all are in these dead-end relationships where you're just in it because y'all said I do. I mean, because y'all said I do.
Right.
And y'all just kicking the can down the damn aisle. Y'all just kicking the can down the line.
Okay, right. Well, we understand the preferences. It's up to those people who are in those relationships. If everybody's all right with it, then it's all right with whoever's in the relationship, then that's, hey, it's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Okay,
Okay,
the question
the
is,
question.
I got
Go ahead.
is, do I man have to take care of the bills and the other man just have fun? Well,
That's a good question, Johnny. That's a good
well,
question. Who taking care of the bills and who having the fun, or is it split?
no, no,
That's a
ma'am,
good question, Johnny.
no, ma'am. Um, whoever, I mean, it, nobody plays for free. Period. Dot. That's the thing.
So,
Okay.
so, by you saying that, whose bill does the woman, since she makes more money than the man, take care of all of his bills, so they all, like you say, happy, or does the man still got to take care of the woman's bill?
No,
I don't
I
understand what.
don't. I don't take care of
That's what
any
Johnny is
man.
asking.
I don't take care of any man's bills. I make quite a lot of money,
Well,
but
I
I don't
know.
take care.
I know because I asked you for $500 and you didn't even sneeze. And I like that.
I don't take care of any man's bills, but you know, I
You
mean,
don't
I
need him to
have
take care of
fun.
yours. That's what.
I don't need him to take care of mine,
That's
you
right.
know, but you know, no, you just having fun. You
Right.
know,
But what I'm saying before,
you
I
should be having
understand.
fun.
I'm serious about this now. I'm serious about this. How about when you get into the age of 70, 75, 80? Don't you think you need a companion that you spend
Yes.
a lot of history with, and all those fun partners and all are now gone and you don't have that?
No.
Because
No,
right
you can
now,
still have companions.
wait a minute, right now, just let me say this, please. My wife 2 weeks ago got real sick. Right on the show, I rushed her to the Candler Hospital to take care of her. She had something called Bell palsy. Her mouth and stuff was twisted, the muscle on the left side. It's about taking care of each other. The companionship, I'm saying, what one do is their business. But the reason I think I've been happier and I live as long as I'm living now is because we take care of each other. We are each other companion. I, money is important, but I trade money in to keep my wife. And that sounds crazy, but I'm being perfect honest
Well,
because I'm happy because money don't have no significance if I don't have nobody to take care of me. If I got money, they're going to take care of me.
yeah,
It's for the
and
money.
you're
Charles,
right.
they
And
wasn't free.
But Charlie, yes, companionship is important. But
Yes.
I had a stroke back in 2017, and I had two companions. One,
Boy,
two companions.
you like double trouble, don't you?
Hell, I had two companions in the hospital with me, taking care of me. And,
Wow.
both of them, they cared for me. They were in ICU with me. And, they cared for me. So, yes, companionship is important. And somebody caring for you at that stage is important. But what I'm saying is that money is not important at the age that we are, but you don't have to have just one companion caring for you. You can have more than one companion caring for you. In the ICU, I had more than one companion caring for me.
Well,
You know,
again, I have to compliment you. I don't think. Let me say, I'm gonna phrase this. I don't think Charlie Brown is as complex, and a lot of people can do well with it. I think, the way it was set up, the way I prefer a man and a woman. I understand King Solomon. I think he had 800 wives and a lot of other stuff. I got one wife.
Why did he have 800
and
wives?
I have a difficult.
And we can't.
I got one wife, and I have a difficult time keeping up with the one wife. So I'm fine with it. And number two, a person asked me a question. No, my wife, she did not take the shot, the covert shot, and she got Bell palsy. We don't know what took place. I've taken both shots myself. I've taken Pfizer. So to answer your question, it was not the shot, I don't think. And the shot maybe isn't for everyone because the immune system are set up real different. A lot of people got a very high tolerant immune system and can tolerate with certain things. Well, and the question is, wait a minute, I'll be through talking. The person that, have they noticed no one hardly had the flu? So what happened to the flu? The mask hadn't stopped the flu. So I think some of the people who have gotten COVID-19 actually had the flu, to be honest with you. That's all, Julia. You can pick up from that.
And I think that one of the things that we're going to do for Ms. Brown as soon as it open up and we have the BEMA Awards is that Ms. Brown is getting an award. If she could put up with you
she need an award
and your doo-doo for 48 years, then she has to be one hell of a person.
She
so we got to give her.
Well, you got to realize a lot of things.
We got to give her
a lot of things in the
let me finish in a minute.
No, I'm gonna just show you. In the early days, all night long.
Look at Sherelle say, "Thank you, Mr. Brown."
We don't need that visual.
And Sherelle, thank you for Sherelle donated to the campaign this week, and I appreciate it. She promised on the Watchdogs the other day, and she did come through, and I appreciate those people that did. I'm having a great fundraising campaign, successful campaign season. I'll be out in the neighborhood tomorrow talking to key people in the community, and I just want to say hey to everybody: Johnny Mincy, Sherelle Grant, Ivan Cohen, Tanya Howard Hall.
And you want to thank Sandra McKeithen for the $500 now.
I'm going to give him his $500.
I want to really thank my sister for that $500.
I'm going to give you your $500, sir.
Love you, baby.
And right now, I'm going to challenge all my friends who looking. If they believe in Charlie Brown, I want all my friends to challenge $25 because I'm old and I got a fixed income. So I challenge them to $25.
Okay.
Hey, Jude, I know that you got a new bank account. What is it?
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I want to shout out to Larry E. Rogers, Malvis Roberson, Rosa Love, Tia Brightwell, Robert Bryant, my co-host on the Watchdogs, all y'all who commented, Tanya Scott Pilser, Chuck Fagan, Bernard Brown, James Bonwell. I appreciate all y'all commenting tonight. And I thank y'all for watching. Y'all share.
Julius, tell James Bonwell to send a check.
I know he is.
Send a check.
Send that check, Bonwell.
Please send that check.
I absolutely embrace your way of thinking regarding relationships. All right, Sherelle. Sherelle says,
I love you, Sherelle. How about that?
Okay, go, sister girl.
See, LS is the way to go. How about that?
Oh, and she a smart lady, too. She said, well, you welcome, Mr. Mayor Hall. That's a smart lady.
How about that?
Okay.
Lola.
All right. I'm going to win. So y'all can get used to it.
Hey, you going to bring me back to Georgia when you win?
That's one of my plans, sister. That's one of my
Cause
plans.
If anybody don't know $500, you just give them a key to the city. Well, key to the city.
Hey,
'cause,
that's
I
that's
mean,
the end of
I
our show.
love NASA. I love NASA, but I really want to work for you. I really
Okay,
do.
You get down to Florida,
remember,
Huh?
Cape Canaveral.
share.
Huh? I
Can you?
can go to Cape Canaveral, but you know, it's just too. I mean, Houston is hot. Cape Canaveral is hot. I want to be in Georgia. I
Okay,
love
all right.
Georgia.
Well, you come back home. All
I
right,
mean,
people.
let
We
me let
hope
me
y'all.
let me work for Port Wentworth.
Yeah,
Hey,
let them make a plea for the job because they need people to work for Port Wentworth. You wouldn't be able to afford a maid
Y'all
then,
know I'm
okay?
smart. I mean, let me write some grants for Port Wentworth. Let me
I
write
know
some
you can
grants
do
for
that.
Port Wentworth.
I
we're
know
gonna
you
be
can
looking
do
at
that.
all. We're gonna be looking at that. We gonna because we finna build this city into what it should be. This is not Mayberry RFD. We're gonna turn it into Mount Pilot,
My
and
God.
That's what's up.
so y'all can bet your last dollar that with the administration that we're gonna be taking in, that Port Wentworth will be a friendlier city. I can promise you that. And
Yeah,
we're
just
going
don't
to
let
do
me get
great
a
things
ticket.
here in Fort Worth. We're going to show you how to govern for the people and not worry about governing for everybody else. You know. So that's our show. We hope y'all enjoyed it. We really
I
hope y'all
enjoyed it.
enjoyed it. We bring y'all this information every week. We appreciate all our viewers and
Julius,
your
can I say
last
this?
parting words.
Julius, can I say this?
Yes, sir.
I want to thank Ivan Coyne. You know, he's a man of, he's a Renaissance man, and I can appreciate him. And to next week, y'all guys take care. And remember, share, and send Julius a small donation, please. Thank you.
Please, he needs it. And
All right.
I have to get off because I'm getting ready for my nephew Chance. I'm going to get him from the airport tomorrow morning. I'm so excited. And so this is this is like major for me. I have to take care of
Julius,
him.
that's not Chance. That's not Tanya's son, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
going he coming to Houston?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. He
And
got a
I'm gonna take
graduation.
care of it.
He has a graduation. He got to be to tomorrow or Friday or
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
Real good,
he,
real
he'll be,
good.
yeah, he'll be there for 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
Tanya, say thank you.
Yeah. So I have to take care of him really good. Yeah. So
All
yeah.
right.
Well,
Yeah.
I want to
Okay,
let the
people.
people know good night. And good night, Errol. You take care of yourself. We have such a good time when you're not here. Son of a Keegan get to talk. I get to talk all I want. And Julius get to blow hot air, which he know how to do good. So he should run for mayor of Port Wentworth.
Charlie, I
I want to
love
tell everyone
you.
good night. Huh?
Send me that
You what?
picture. Send me
Okay,
that
I got
picture.
you. I got you. We sending it.
Ah,
I got you. All
Good
right.
night.
Good night,
Share,
people. We'll see you. I'll see you
Happy
on Friday.
Cinco de Mayo.
And I'll
Happy
see
Cinco
y'all
de
on
Mayo.
Friday.
Good night,
I'll see
Bernard
y'all on
Brown.
Friday.
Good night,
Incarceration to
Bernard Brown.
incorporation. Incarceration to incorporation, 6 o'clock
Julius,
Friday.
get Bernard Brown straightened out so he can stay on the air.
Yeah, Bernard Brown.
Please do.
Peace and love. Appreciate you staying in for how long you did. All
Share,
right.
Good night.
share,
One more thing,
share,
Sherelle Grant
share,
said, great
share.
show as always. I love ATR. We love you too. All right. Good night, people. We'll see
Bye,
y'all on.
people.
Good night.
Bye.
All right.